Hello, everybody. My name is Puppetine. I'm from the Geeky Puppet Show here on the Geeky Puppet Show today. For what? For the Fantastic Four. Yes, once again, Rachel, I thank you for subscribing to Only Dooms, his tasteful nudes with just his cloak and helmet. I took them just for you.
It gives a whole meaning to Doomcock.
Oh, no, we don't talk about Doomcock here. And if you look to my side, making such colorful comments is, of course, Froggy as Reed Richards.
You know, I have my own. It's called Only Frogs. Rabbit.
It's not near as interesting.
It's just like Only Chickens.
Only chickens? Oh, no, Gonzo. If you look over there, you can see, of course, Eric Breen as every woman in the world to us.
Almost.
And I heard what you said there, Frog, and no, I will not rob it.
If you look,
He's
right
after my
now,
frog legs.
playing a single woman in the world, and the thing is Miranya.
Good evening, everyone.
Playing everybody's favorite dashing young boy is Graf Ickman.
Hey.
And lastly, we would not be complete without our narrator, the trustiest of all sidekicks, Trusty Sidekick.
Squeak, squeak, and squeaker, squeak.
And now,
You owe me a new acorn.
honest, Dr. Doom is not in this Marvel comic.
Damn it.
But you will find out the startling secret of Frankie Raye, plus the dramatic development in the life of the Thing.
Oh, no.
Now, with the turn of a page, I give it to our narrator.
Reed Richards, Ben Grimm, Sue Richards, Johnny Storm. Together they braved the unknown terrors of outer space and were changed into something more than human. Mr. Fantastic, the Thing, the Invisible Girl, the Human Torch. And now the world will never again be the same. Once again I present the Fantastic Four. The lady is for burning.
This girl is on fire.
5 minutes ago, Johnny Storm entered the apartment of his girlfriend Frankie Raye with nothing more on his mind than apologizing for his long absence. Instead, he found himself confronted with a discovery which is destined to change not only his life, but those of all the Fantastic Four as well.
Do you see it, Johnny? Please tell me you can see it too. Hubba hubba.
Sorry, I got real thirsty there.
I bet you did.
I see it, babe. But, like, what is it? What is it? What's it for?
That's just it, Johnny. I don't know what it's for. I don't even know where it came from.
And I really need to pee.
Oh, no.
The Human Torch and his three partners were prisoners of Dr. Doom.
Thank you.
John Byrne, words and pictures. Jim Novak, lettering. Bob Sharon, coloring. Jim Salicrup, editor. And Jim Shooter, bastard, editor-in-chief.
He's not a bastard.
What's Bob sharing?
This colors.
Things he could get arrested for.
You don't know where it came from? Now, come on, Frankie. I know you've always been bothered by my being the Human Torch and all, and I know I've sometimes been careless about flaming on in front of you. But if this is some kind of weird gag to get back at me...
Uh-huh. Johnny, please, it's no joke. I've been almost out of my mind for nearly a month. Catching glimpses of this thing in mirrors, in store windows, wondering if I was going mad. Can't you see, Johnny? Can't you tell by looking at it? This isn't just a costume. It's like my own skin. It won't come off. Uh-oh.
Maybe she really does need to pee. But that's crazy, babe. I've known you for months. We've been to the beach. Yes, the beach. I've seen you in your skimpiest bikinis, you slut.
Hey,
Are you going to tell me you've been wearing that all along and I haven't noticed?
I know it sounds ludicrous, and I can say those big words you can't. But that's just what I'm telling you, Johnny. Watch. See, the moment I put my robe back on, the moment I'm no longer undressed, it vanishes as if it's absorbed into my skin.
I see it, but I still can't believe it. So does that mean you have to... Okay, so you wear most of your clothes and you can pee. That's okay.
That's weird.
So does this mean you can't get naked?
Oh,
Later.
Oh, no.
Then all I have to do is take off my robe again, and it reappears instantly.
Holy. I know I
Wouldn't
just saw it a moment
wouldn't that
ago, but
wreck the
seeing it
skimpy-
again.
Wouldn't that wreck the skimpy bikini thing there?
No, because she's wearing she's wearing some clothes.
Right, but when she's naked, their costume pops up. So if she's got the bikini on, I guess that negates the costume.
Yeah.
So I guess she has to cover some part of herself? I don't know, man. This is weird.
Yeah. You see, Johnny? You see why I've been so frantic? I couldn't tell my roommate. She'd think I was out of my head. And when I called your headquarters in the Baxter building,
You got a recorded message saying the Fantastic Four were temporarily unavailable. Oh no.
No.
But you must have like some idea, Frankie. Some notion of where this thing like came from.
no, Johnny, I don't. Okay, my turn to monologue. Yay. I've racked my brain for weeks, and all I've discovered is that I have no memory. of
You
my
broke
life,
Maranya. Congratulations.
memory of my life before I was 14. And that memory begins in a dingy warehouse with me naked under a rolled lab coat. I suppose now that I only thought I was naked. Probably I was wearing this costume even then. I remember feeling monstrously hungry, as if I hadn't eaten in days. And then when I made my way back to where I thought I lived, it was deserted, stripped to the walls. I could find no trace of my former life. I knew my life was Frankie Raye, and the name on the mailbox confirmed my father was Thomas Raye. And in that mailbox, I found an envelope addressed to me and containing $1,000. Every week after that, another envelope would come, always with a different postmark, and always with money, enough to live on.
You need like quite a bit more money now. But you never questioned where it like was coming from? Never tried to find out what happened to your father?
It just never occurred to me. It was as if something deep in my mind was compelling me not to just accept. It went off like that for almost 6 years. Then one day the money stopped. That's why I became illegal.
Damn. Keep your arms just like that for a minute, please. Anyway, no.
Okay.
That was just before that night at the last disco club, the night I first saw you. I was attracted to you from the start. Then I realized who you were, and my fear of fire turned that attraction into almost a revulsion. Yet it was as if I'd somehow found a part of myself I hadn't even known was missing. I found myself irresistibly drawn to you, drawn to the Human Torch. Oh, Johnny, it's all so insane. Sometimes I feel I'm right on the edge, as if the veil is about to be torn away and I'll know it all.
Keep pushing. You gotta keep pushing.
Real
Push
good.
it good. Push it real good, baby.
Think, Jesse, think.
There like has to be an answer, some key to your past.
I've tried so hard, but it hurts. It feels as if my head is going to explode.
Keep trying. Keep pushing. Frankie. Frankie.
I remember.
The 25th night of September?
Uh,
Oh, what a night.
Different song.
Same group.
That was late December back in 63. A sudden burst and swirl of blinding, blistering flame, and the girl called Frankie Raye is gone. In her place, a gold and crimson comet streaked skyward, oblivious to the man-made barriers in her path.
As the building burns down.
Did you just say same group?
Frankie
Yes.
Valley, isn't it?
Yeah.
Frankie.
Frankie,
Not the other one.
Who's the other one?
That was Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, yeah, right. That's right. My bad.
Very different. Very different.
And
They
for
could
a
have been better
moment,
with Frankie.
Everything's
for a-
better with Frankie.
I'm
Sorry,
not done yet.
Stan.
and for a moment, the Human Torch can only stand dumbfounded.
She flamed on, but that is impossible. I'm the only one who can still do that. Gotta get after her.
Fly, Forrest, fly.
Up into the sky.
First, gotta draw the flames of her pile trail to me before they burn down the whole building. Flame on!
They're gonna burn down the Amazon.
Whoa! Oh! Something about the Amazon woke me. Did it? Good thing Frankie has a top floor apartment. At least she didn't kill anyone on her way out. That would have gotten complicated. Now, where the heck is she gone? There she is, but look at the speed. Look at the the flames. She's going. Unless she's a lot more powerful than me, she's gonna burn out soon.
Well, it's better to burn out than fade away.
Frankie, if you can hear me, slow down. You gotta slow down.
I need some hot love, baby, tonight.
Some potluck? What?
That's you.
I could go for a good potluck.
slow down while I'm free falling, Johnny. I know who and what I am. I'm free.
And nothing's worrying ye?
Nope.
Free? What the heck is she talking about, man?
She's tackling about?
Because she's naked? Oh, I don't know.
Tackling.
Don't worry about that.
Wow.
Don't worry about that now. At least I know it's still Frankie. I can still talk to her. Frankie, please, you gotta listen to me.
Or tackle to her.
I don't know what this power of yours is. The power of your is?
Did Heather
Exactly.
Antos edit this issue?
He must have, yeah, wow.
But something tells me that a woman is going to be born in a few years, and she edited this issue. But tells me this is the first time you really cut loose with it. Please, go slow. Be careful. You don't know how much trouble you could get into. This is all just an allegory, isn't it?
Yeah. Trouble? I'm not in any trouble, Johnny. For the first time in years, I'm completely untroubled. I'm so sure, Johnny.
Frankie, starts relax.
Relax.
Me
don't
too,
go in.
babe. Sure, you're gonna get yourself hurt. Me too, babe. Sure, you're gonna get yourself hurt if you don't let me help.
What? That sign.
See? Now will you do as I ask and take it slow and easy? I know what you're feeling, Frankie. I felt it myself when I first became the Human Torch. There's no sensation in life to match the feeling of flying. Flying all by yourself, just thinking about it. But you gotta learn how to fly, like watch a bird for a while.
Like
and
an
what to watch for, like that bird. how to steer.
Oh, it just
yourself.
flew into a window.
Oh,
It took me like weeks
oh,
for 3 issues.
Oh, all right. Let me fly on my own and I'll be good.
Pretty sure that bird just started on fire.
Try and keep straight and level. Judge the wind currents. Come on, the thermal pockets that can push you off course. Good. Now you're getting it. Now, what did you mean when you said that you were free? What have you remembered?
Everything, Johnny. It's as if a great black shroud. Sorry, Zach. That's why he's not here tonight.
Oh, that's fair.
Has been lifted. I've been living in darkness, Johnny. Now there's sunlight everywhere. I remember my father. Uh-oh. Here comes flashback.
Diddle-it, diddle-it, diddle-it.
He was my another stepfather. Okay, here we go. He was
Christopher
my
Walken.
yeah. He was my stepfather, really. He'd married my mother quite late in his life. I was only a baby. Then mother died not long after they'd married. I know he felt trapped then with having to take care of an infant daughter. But he was a good man, Johnny. Sometimes he drank too much. Must have been Breen. As if he was trying to forget something. Hey.
He's had a few years since then.
Yeah, as if he was trying to forget something, some very old wound. But he never raised his voice or his hand to me. Not until that strange day when I was 14, just a few months after the Fantastic Four first appeared.
Look at the
Daily
paper.
Bugle! Fantastic Four capture miracle!
Man.
Man! Thank you. He's nothing like Spider-Man, but he'll do.
Yes.
The first time he heard of you, he seemed to go mad.
The Human Torch? He dares to call himself the Human Torch, but he's not. The Torch is dead. Dead!
Oh.
Daddy, what is it? What's the matter? Please, you're hurting my arm.
Yes, my poor Torch is dead, but he can live again. We can make him live again.
Uh-oh.
We can make him better than he was.
Stronger,
We're gonna
faster.
build him back better.
For a moment, I think I feared for my life, Johnny, but he didn't hurt me anymore. He took me down to our car, and we drove to a part of town I'd never seen before. To an old, deserted chemical company warehouse.
Ace Chemicals?
Yeah, must be. To my amazement, my stepfather produced a key to one of the rusted padlocks, and we went in.
It's still here. All my equipment, my chemicals. The government impounded them, said the Torch was too dangerous. Said they couldn't permit me to continue my experiments.
You can't imagine how totally confused I was. As long as I had known him, my stepfather had been a simple repairman for Maytag.
All my tubes and wires and careful notes.
Yes. His
And
talk of government intervention, of experiments, it all sounded insane.
Yes, everything is here. They forgot about it. You see, lost in all the paperwork of World War II, even my precious molds left to rust. Fools! They could have had an army of torches to battle the Nazis.
Nancy's.
At that point, I don't know if I was humoring him or if his fervor was starting to affect me too. Whatever it was, he started carrying boxes and cans out to the car. I was eager to help.
Be careful, Frankie.
I'm okay, Daddy, really. I'm a lot stronger than I look. Yes, I was strong enough, but the floor wasn't. Suddenly, I was falling, and as I toppled, I felt the old chemicals slosh inside the drum and grow hot.
They melted her into nothingness.
The next instant, I was engulfed in flame.
See, I said so.
Frankie!
Valley.
What happened then was, well, a miracle. The flames were all over me, inside me, like living things. And yet there was no pain, no sensation of burning. In fact, somehow I sensed that all I'd have to do to stop the flame was thinking. Okay. So I did. Daddy grabbed an old smock and put it over me. But even though I was obviously all right, he looked worried. No, more than that. He looked frightened. Daddy, what is it, Daddy? What happened to me? The fire.
Cover yourself with this, Frankie. Oh, my poor child. What have I done to you?
He said then that he wanted to hypnotize me to open my mind in order to see if there's any psychological damage. I trusted him. I agreed. He hypnotized me all right, but said he could put blocks on my memory, make me forget what had happened, forget the fire, fear fire. And all the time he kept apologizing, saying how sorry he was for what he had done to me. I just didn't understand. Then, almost a year later, a package came for me. Inside was this costume and a cassette recorder. A tape message was from my father. Using a code word he'd planted in my mind, he told me to put on the costume and destroy the tape. I did. The costume somehow controlled my flames. I melted the tape, and the hypnotic conditioning was reestablished. Wow. When I flamed off, the costume vanished as if my skin had absorbed it. That was 6 years ago.
That's like incredible. If all that stuff about her father is true, it can mean only one thing. Thomas Raye was an assumed name. He must have really been Professor Phineas Horton. I wonder about his stepbrother Ferb.
He heard a who.
I know what I'm going to do today.
Bury the platypus! No. The man who created the original Human Torch.
Horton hears a who?
And by the way, I, Mysterio, was proud of that monologue.
Thank you.
The famed android. Oh, crime fighter of the 1940s.
Then, just recently, I started seeing it as if something glimpsed out of the corner of my eye. I saw something, maybe our relationship, was weakening the hypnotic blocks. But I don't want to talk about it anymore, Johnny. I just want to fly.
I just
Like an eagle.
want to fly. Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Like an eagle.
Frankie, you gotta wait. Holy crap, never mind, keep going. No, wait.
BT. Oh, Shazbat.
That face. Oh,
No
You looked
good.
at the face, huh?
It's too much, too soon. She's high, man. High on the feeling. Not hooked on the feeling.
ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
Ooga chaka.
Ah.
Duh, duh, duh.
And so it goes for the better part of an hour.
Hooked on a feeling.
Just like this monologue.
Duh.
And
All
so
I
it
can
goes,
do is-
so it goes, so it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows.
Wow, you just went Nick Lowe.
Yep.
All I can do is try to stay close enough to help her if she burns out, man.
Until
Higher. I've got to get higher and higher.
Baby.
Frankie, no, look at my mouth. Look at my face.
Have you ever heard about what happens to Iron Man armor?
but a sudden burst of speed carries the girl out of range of Johnny Storm's voice.
She's
She don't
going
need
too,
no man.
She's going too high. Oh, Frankie, please come on down. There's not enough air up that high.
As Frankie Raye has just discovered.
Well, like, fear not, fair maid. It's the ever alert Human Torch to the rescue.
Johnny, what happened?
Lesson number 1 for super folk. Frankie, know the limits of your power. I can fly far and burn real hot. But when I run out of air, I fall down and go splat.
Ah,
Now, will you do as I ask and let me help you learn how to use this power?
You win, Johnny. Or should I say, teacher.
I always wanted to play teacher.
look at that ass.
Sensei.
Oh my gosh.
Right, so let's get down to a safer altitude.
And as the blanket of air grows steadily thicker,
Thanks for the lift, Johnny. But we're low enough now for me to flame on again.
Yeah, flaming is on, but okay. But with a little restraint this time, huh?
All right, Teach. We've had lesson number 1. So what's number 2? Uh-oh.
Ooh, hey. Remember those beads from last issue?
Oh, no.
They're mine.
Reducing the
Okay.
You can't have them.
Deep breath, Stan.
They're only on my only research fans.
So
reducing
push,
the
push.
intensity of their flames, the torches swoop low across the concrete canyons of Manhattan, bound for the world-famous headquarters of the Fantastic Four.
Well, now I need to know what happens to Frankie Raye because there's no good reason we didn't have a miniseries called The Torches. Second thing we have to do is find out just how your power works. It must have upper limits, and the safest way to discover them is to have Reed examine you. So back to the Baxter building we totally go, and hope that my brother-in-law isn't too engrossed in his latest Framistat to take a look at you. Well, who would be dumb enough not to look at you?
And as Reed gets out his diagnostic beads,
Uh-huh.
inside that august edifice,
Excellent, Sue. Good work. The exercises we developed to refine your invisibility powers have been even more successful than I'd hoped. You even get all the beads in there. I'm proud of you.
Oh, my.
And you also maintain both yourself and that and that stool invisible has no measurable effect of your abilities. Stool.
You are clever to suggest keeping my costume invisible under my street clothes, Reed. After several weeks of that simple exercise, it occurred to me that our son is still with that policeman. My power has become even more second nature than it was before.
Fine. Now we'll test the strength and endurance of your projected force field in order to...
Reed! Sue! You're never going to believe what totally just happened.
Johnny, you're not gay.
Nope.
You're still flaming, though.
Thank
But we're
God.
flaming together.
Oh, my.
after a quick recap, no, there's no time for that. A quick sum up.
Amazing. Those vintage chemicals must have merged with your cells, somehow affecting the molecular structure in the same manner the cosmic rays affected the Fantastic Four. Say, do you like anal beads?
She totally does. Can you test her, Reed? Find out just how powerful she is
She might break them, Johnny.
With a name like Frankie.
with an ass like that. No.
The man called Mr. Fantastic nods.
Yeah, baby.
Those gams!
And a few minutes later, the two torches and the invisible girl have joined him in another of the extensive laboratories housed in the upper floors of the Baxter building.
Oh, system's sure ready, Reed. We can commence testing anytime you like. You know our son would love to see this if he hadn't been gone for weeks.
Johnny, Sue, you can leave. I'll just be here with Frankie. But yeah, thank you, darling. All right, Miss Raye. Whenever you're ready to flame on.
Uh-huh.
I got the roasted marshmallows and the weenies already set. You know.
Okay. I'm as ready as I'll ever be, Professor Richards.
Hey, you're supposed to call me teacher.
Call me Daddy. Richards.
And so, after several hours of exhaustive tests,
Well, my findings correlate much as I expected. Johnny, you're still gay. Frank is a guy.
No.
Says right here in the paper, Frankie is man.
No, you're covering the war.
Oh, yeah, my bad. It says at the bottom, it says relax.
You have to stop leaving your fingers at pixel size.
Yep.
But they go so well with the beads.
Oh, my.
Frankie's abilities correspond to Johnny's as would biological differences between an old man and a woman. Johnny's flame.
Transphobic.
Yes.
Johnny's flames burn hotter, as he is more feminine than her. And he's capable of greater speeds, but Frankie's flame has a more precise temperature range. And what are you doing to that girl? Who drew that ass?
I know, right? It's like totally defined.
Wow, he's got a
That's Chris Evans.
He's got a better caboose than I do.
But I always did, sis. But what does this all mean, Reed?
It means that you'll finish sooner than she will.
Yes.
What that means is that, Johnny, we need to hang out more. But I know I would say that if Frankie is interested, that after a suitable period of training, we may be calling our friends at Marvel Comics and tell them to start publishing the Fantastic Five.
I don't think that sold really well, but yay, boy!
Well, this time Sue's still on the team.
Oh, okay.
And now the moment we've all been waiting for. Elsewhere in the Baxter building.
Finally. Dag nap delivery men. You'd think if they have to bring a ton of stuff to read, they at least bring a crane or something to get it up here. But no, I could just hear them. They don't need no cranes or nothing. They got the thing. Well, Mama Grimm didn't raise her boy Benjamin to be nobody's workhorse. Even if I can carry a ton without working up a sweat with these rocks. Ah, well, now that that's done, I wonder if the others are up for a pizza at 20.
Bubba banging. Whoa, boy, yes!
Now what?
And so it goes.
Where it stops, nobody knows.
Interlude. The chill of November winds cuts keenly through dusty streets. The silence is heavy here. Benson, Arizona has never been a boom town in the 115 years of its existence. Its people have barely scraped their survival from the unforgiving desert. But for many, it is home, and they would not trade its peace and tranquility for an easier, if more hectic life. Some have seen the other side of that coin, and like the couple who practice medicine out of this house, have never had reason to regret their move to quiet, isolated Benson. Until now.
Is it, Jake? Is it another one like the others?
Graphic, go ahead, take.
No doubt about it, Penny. Incredible as it may seem, this man was literally frightened to death.
Go ahead, Trusty.
That ain't hardly something I can put in my report, Doc. Ain't you got something more medical-like?
Sure, Sam, you can call it massive collapse of the cardiovascular system brought on by extreme nervous distress, but it spells the same thing.
Someone scared the shit out of him.
Now you've all seen her.
Well, I grew up in these parts, Doc, and I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Neither have we, Sam. And Jake was in one of the biggest hospitals in New York City
New York City!
for 20 years. Jake, you know what we have to do.
We don't have to do anything, Penny, but I know what you mean. It's just that it's been so long. To call on him now, well, I can't help but wish there was some other way.
Jake, you know I've always trusted your judgment implicitly. In the years I was your student, in the years we've been married, I've never debated your decisions.
Huh.
But this is way out of our league, Jake. This is way out of anybody's league, including the Justice League. At least anybody without special abilities. The only ones who can help us now are the Fantastic Four.
Help us, Obi-Wan. We're all help.
In the years she was his student and then his wife, that is trouble in 2023.
Well, there was student, and then subject, and then wife.
And now a moment for our
Oh.
sponsors. Playboy.
A Marvel masterwork pinup.
Read it for us, Sweet Sue.
Love and kisses to all our fans. Susan Richards.
Hubba.
Those gams.
No! They're nothing like maze!
They're better.
No! Lies!
Well,
The
they ain't
more-
no
Made as
doubt,
an ass.
The more things change.
Dun, dun, dun.
The more they stay the same.
Yeah, we don't need a hero.
Terry
Hey,
Austin is not linking.
Breen, Ben just called. He and Alicia are on their way over. And look what I found. The cops said they were sick of him. What did you want to see Franklin in here for?
Sue, I want to know what the hell's up with your eyes. But and since Anger the Harkness, was her all along.
Yep.
She has ceased to be our son's governess. We've been unfairly imposing on Alicia to take care of him when we're busy. I mean, obviously, you must see what I'm talking about, because Alicia doesn't.
I do not.
Oh, you're still here, crap. So I designed this little robot. I'm going to call him Tom Servo. And we're going to launch Franklin into space to make him watch bad movies.
In the not too distant future.
Why not just
did-
give him like a tablet? That's what everybody else does.
it has been just over 2 weeks since Johnny Storm introduced a dramatically different Frankie Raye to the Fantastic Four.
Dun, dun.
Correction, this is Herbert. Herbie Slater.
Since then, nothing much has happened. That is about to change.
By modifying the construction and motivational circuitry plans for our old Herbie robot, I've come up with the perfect watchdog for our precocious junior
You can do it. You can do it.
contingent.
Damn, he came so close.
Shut it. Hey, can I shake the baby over the railing?
Missed it by that much.
All right, so come on over, Franklin. Meet your new babysitter. And woman, go get my Switch.
Well, he's a man. He is Aqua Baby.
Hey, he looks kind of like that robot Uncle Ben didn't like and fought with all the time. You want to fight?
Meep. My functions do not include hostile activity directed against any member of the household. Meep.
Beat the meat.
Beady, 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 beady.
That,
Well, folks,
that's gonna babysit our son. Well, he probably won't get tired of him like those policemen. Don't you think its manner of speech is a bit mechanical, Reed? I don't want Franklin to grow up talking like Webster's New Collegiate Dictionary or you.
Have you just wait? It'll get worse if he grows up in 2023.
uh,
Not like me, you mean? Don't worry. The robot is now operating in its primary language cycle.
Motherfucker.
I mean, that's great. But the programming is it's open-ended.
oh my.
It will adjust to Franklin's own speech idioms. So when Franklin starts speaking like a moron, it will speak like a moron to him. At the same time, instruct him also using proper grammar and how to text and how to spell.
Grammatical.
That too.
I say what I want to say.
There was no chance of that.
Grandma Tickle.
There's also a monitoring system designed to keep watch over our young lads developing mutant abilities. That's right, he's a mutie. Damn freaks.
No.
That's so sad.
Racism. No.
Oh, I think you're reading his lines.
No.
That way I'll be able to keep a discreet eye on him. Or on any manifestations of Franklin's powers. And hopefully determine their exact nature while keeping a safe distance in case he explodes.
Meep, beep.
Just then,
Heads up, everybody. Your favorite blue-eyed idol of millions is here to brighten your day and spread sunshine and sweetness wherever he goes. With the ever-able assistance of just the most gorgeous and talented little sculptress this side of anywhere, Miss Alicia Masters.
Ben.
Hey, I'm in a good mood today, baby, and ain't nothing gonna spoil.
Meep.
It Herbie.
Cease your rattling, young.
He's back. Don't worry, everybody. I'll smash him.
Meep, motherfucker. Baby.
No, Ben. It's not Herbie. It's Franklin's new babysitter.
Huh?
Al Sharpton.
Huh? I take it all back. I just had my day ruined.
Then let me see if I can possibly resurrect your previous frivolity. or frivolity. Whatever
There
you
you
want.
go.
I love the way my husband indiscriminately deletes syllables from words.
He is the smartest man alive. And now we know why Moon Girl's the top.
You're never getting a raise.
You don't get racist to me.
I'm glad you and Alicia dropped by just now. I have a very special surprise for you.
Hey, don't give me them beads.
Well, I mean, I wasn't going to, but now I surely won't.
A surprise for Mr. Doom and Gloom himself? What kind of a surprise?
Something I've been promising you for many years, Ben,
Oh, no.
but have only recently discovered the means to deliver.
Oh,
If you'll just allow me to go grab my gun.
Number 15.
Not so fast, please, Ben. I almost tripped back there.
Oh, jeez. Keep reminding you, mate.
sorry, Alicia. You get around so well, I sometimes forget you're blind. It's like every issue they remind everybody.
Johnny still has a better backside than me.
Sue just
course
keeps
I do.
projecting some force fields as some sick joke.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks I'm so nice. I thought I knew every inch of our headquarters, but I've never seen this area, Reed.
This is my sex dungeon.
Oh,
The advantage of moving wall panels, my darling. I was able to create this area in secrecy. Welcome to the Illuminati.
I thought this felt familiar.
Hey, why so hush-hush, Stretcho? I've seen you tight-lipped before, but this is a record even for you.
I have not.
I didn't want anyone, especially you, Ben, to know what I was working on here. Also, I was drinking a lot of beer too, so I got lost. But until I was absolutely sure it would work. And now I am, because I haven't tested on anybody yet. So I probably present to you for your pleasure.
oh my.
Great, go. You're really excited. This is better than the beans. Way better.
It's ribbed.
In adamantium steel for your pleasure.
The line, man.
Yeah, the mechanism which will cure the thing. You know, the thing?
Reed, you've really done it? You really found a way to restore Ben to human form?
No, I just want to shock him. I believe so, Sue. There's, of course, only one test by which sure we can be absolutely certain. Ben, you don't seem as pleased and turned on as I am, as I expected.
What did you think, Reed? Do I be turning handstands? I've heard all before, pal, and I'm still a rocky orange monster.
Why is
thought
his
you were yelling.
brow hanging out like that?
Yeah,
It's like a helmet.
He can't
pretty
draw.
much.
He needs a haircut. I know I've failed you in the past, old friend, but this time I'm sure. I'm at least 10% sure.
Yeah.
I've correlated all the data, whatever you would prefer, on my past failures. All the medical readings I've taken over the years, every scrap of information I have on your metamorphosis. Metamorphosis, I don't know what the hell. Okay. Your change, your transformation to this ugly orange thing. I know more at this precise moment about your precise mechanics of your condition than I've ever have. I studied you real close. We were watching in the shower. And how and why it happened, the exact frequencies and wavelengths of the cosmic waves that triggered it. And that is why I can promise you that this time it will work perfectly.
Plus, I had Moon Girl and Shuri check my figures.
Yeah. Hey, well, Alicia, do you want me to give it a try? Are you tired of being the sweetheart of a freak?
Ben, darling, please do not say that. I have never thought of you that way. The fact that I've never seen you doesn't hurt. From the first moment we met, I have thought only of your nobility, your kindness.
And you're rock hard.
Yeah. That ain't really what I'm asking, baby. All the years I've known you and loved you, I ain't never been able to shake one feeling. The feeling that it's really the thing you love, not Ben Grimm.
What? That is absurd, Ben. It is you I love. I do not care what form you wear. And if you believe that,
so, Bubby, baby, of course she doesn't, We debated this all before, Ben. Now, come along, little doggy. Your humanity is only a few minutes away. You don't want to disappoint little Rhaegar.
Hey, all right, Big Brain. Just don't rush me.
That's right, Big Brain. I hit Big Brain.
Yeah. She hesitated, only for a second, but she hesitated. Was it because I never asked that before, or...
poor Ben, his life has been touched by so much tragedy. He can't accept something good when it finally happens. He's worried before that he might lose Alicia if he reverted to normal. How sad. And yet, something in her face just then. It's so difficult to read her eyes because there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Is that concern for Ben's safety? Or is it something else? Some sense of loss?
Was ist los?
That's it. Strip down nice and slow to your costume. Or go further if you want to. This machine will cause your body to rapidly shed the cosmic radiation. Your trunks will allow the energy to pass freely, but ordinary clothing might become dangerously irritated.
I like irritated, personally.
Yeah.
Working quickly, the man called Mr. Fantastic installs his partner in the strange machine.
Yeah.
He always works fast, you know.
Uh-huh. I hope
Well,
this
we
ain't
only
gonna
got
take
one
you...
kid.
Really?
I'm done now. So is Reed.
We're through playing now.
I hope this ain't gonna take too long, Stretch. I don't much care for sitting here trussed up like a Thanksgiving turkey.
You haven't been stuffed yet. Relax.
You can stuff it.
I will.
Neither
I
have
got
I,
the
come to
beats.
think of it.
Oh my.
Fitting you into the machine is actually the most time-consuming procedure. And we're done. The drawing off of the cosmic rays will take only a few short minutes, Ben.
Dun, dun.
Would I lie to you? Look at this face. They're all couplings linked. All power recirculating. Quiet. Otherwise, I won't read the words. Those have gaps in my speech. Power recircuiting units adjusted and primed. When you step out of that chair, the change you will have undergone will be permanent.
Gundergone?
Stand by, old friend. And all right, everybody, take your last look at that thing.
Wow, thing.
You make my heart sing.
A switch is thrown. Ben Grimm feels arcane energies beginning to flow across him. A tingling that begins at his rocky hide and slowly, inexorably sinks deeper and deeper.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Then, subtly at first, the inward trickle of energy slows, stops, and finally reverses. The mutating powers of the cosmic rays begin to creep out of the thing's body. His form glows, and begins to soften. The hard, harsh rockiness gives way to a coarse lumpiness, like the skin of some great dinosaur or a friend of Wally Cleaver.
Yeah.
And this in turn softens as the colors shift and fade, changing from rusty orange to a more familiar hue.
None of which Alicia can see.
Sad but true. But as the almost human Ben Grimm squints through the shimmering light that surrounds him,
Where are my rocks? Reed!
Flash!
ah,
The power innovate circuit disruptors. They're shorting out.
Of course they are.
Sue, protect Franklin and Alicia with your force field. I've got to get through to Ben. Got to disconnect.
he's dead, Jim.
Alicia, stop! You can't get through my force field. And how would you see where you were going anyway? Ben, are you all right? I heard that awful explosion. Ben!
I can't see anything.
Neither
I'm
can
blind.
I. Welcome to the club.
I need a discount now on everything. For the smoke, the whole condenser unit must have blown. But how? Why? I bet it was re-released, that bitch. Only a massive power feedback could cause. Ben! Can you hear me? Ben! Are you alright, Ben?
No, I ain't all right. I ain't never gonna be all right again.
The brute-like figure lumbers smoldering from the smoke, and Reed Richards can only gape in awe and horror. This could not have happened. All his tests proved that this would cure the thing. Instead, he faces an earlier form, a less evolved form of his partner. And Reed knows that what he said before holds true. No known power can undo this transformation. This time, it is permanent.
Dun, dun, dun.
Next issue, more on the most dramatic development of the Thing's career, plus the most unexpected guest star of all. Be here for Wendy's friends,
Marvin and Wonder
the Lost Boys and Girls.
McDonald?
Wendy and Marvin and Wonder Dog.
Wendy.
Well, that-
It's supposed to be Wendy's and friends.
Okay,
Look at that.
Beckman. Did you know who that lady with the old husband is?
Shush. Don't tell him.
Wait, what panel?
They
you
can
talking
always
about?
look.
No, I don't.
I don't know what you're talking about. What?
The old doctor on the crutches, the young wife
Yeah.
earlier in the issue.
The hot wife.
Oh, that's Dick Van Dyke, isn't it?
Do you know who the woman is?
No, I
Is
don't.
that supposed to be from Murder She Wrote?
No.
Down the wise.
I don't know.
That is the oft-mentioned Aunt Petunia.
Aunt Petunia cannot look
Oh,
that
yeah, that's right.
good.
Yeah, that's right.
What
because,
the
yeah,
hell?
she's in that
Hey.
issue.
She's played by Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, that's right. You're talking about that lady.
Well,
Okay,
they've
yeah.
never shown her. That was just something that Ben always said, and they never went into any detail
No.
Yep.
about her family, and that was
You'll find
Burns,
that next
Burns'
issue.
little wink.
Yeah, next issue they show her actually because she kind of looked like Frankie's roommate. That's what threw me off.
Well, mine is
No,
giant.
I could see the difference. Anyway, but because we have to prove Breen wrong and keep this under an hour, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I have to end this before Breen is proved right. So thank you one last time. Check out the Ko-Fi. Too bad. Goodbye.
No monologuing.
It's clobbering time.